A lot of outsiders, when they look at Ivy Leagues, they think that a lot of the students here are really wealthy, well-off, kind of elite. And when I first came to Cornell, that's also what I really thought what Cornell would kind of be full of as well. But that perception in my sophomore year really changed, and I still remember the day. It was kosher and halal food regulation. We had a guest speaker coming into that class. His name was Dr. Eric Clay, and the topic of that kind of class was going to be on food and housing insecurity, something that I really hadn't thought of. I still remember during that class, he opened up an anonymous poll, and one of the questions in that poll, it was on food and housing insecurity. One of the questions was, at any point in your life, have you ever faced a housing and food insecurity problem? Or on any night, have you not had access to food or housing? And I'm not really sure what I was expecting the responses to be, but I was extremely shocked when I saw that 10% of people in that class said that at some point in their lives they had faced an issue where they didn't have access to housing or any access to food. And that to me was really shocking because that went against everything I had heard about Cornell and just Ivy Leagues in general, kind of seeing that, not everybody was as well off and kind of elite and wealthy as a lot of people thought. And so if 10% of people just in that class were facing a housing and food insecurity problem, I mean, think about how many different problems and huge challenges people at Cornell, this big school, are facing. And I really took away kind of two lessons from that day, and it really opened up my mind. But I guess the two lessons I really took away are that first, you should always look beyond stereotypes. Not everything is what people tell you it is. And then second was to be kind, because everybody's always kind of facing some sort of challenge and everybody has their own story. My entire experience is kind of encapsulated in one quote, and that is my favorite quote by Pramukh Swami. It says, "In the joy of others lies our own." And I think that if we work together as one Cornell community, we can overcome any challenge, and that is my favorite thing and my most favorite experience about this school.